and I am here to announce the release of SSC MTS 2025 notification. So back to back we can see SSC has become active and it is launching notifications after notifications, which is increasing your chances of vacancies. And if you observe it now, as promised by the SSC chairman during the reforms, that this time we will release the notifications in a decreasing order. In the sense, we'll release a CGL first, so exams will be conducted first, then CHSL, then MTS. This was to prevent the seat vacancies which used to be, the students used to leave it vacant once they used to get an upgrade. So that is one thing which we are observing, that there are positive changes. So let's be positive for whatever hopes we have had so far. So corrections will be made. Now let's talk about the notification. These are the important dates for the notification. Okay. So for multitasking non-technical staff and Havaldar, CBIC, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, and CBN, that is Central Bureau of Narcotics. So the online applications are open from 26th June, that is today, yesterday, till 24th July, right? And it is the last date for online applications will be 24th July, 2300 hours, that means 11 PM in the night, okay? And the last date for making online fee payment will be a 24-hour window will be provided to you, so that you can make your online payment a day later. Online payment, the fee payment is 100 rupees, and like generally in all SSC examinations, women and other reserved category candidates are exempt from the same. The general category have to pay the fees of 100 rupees for the online fee payment. After that, a window of 2 days will be available from 29th July to 31st July for correction of your application form. So any issues you have in the application form, anything you feel that you have entered incorrectly, you can go ahead and edit the same for the next 2 days later on. After that, the CBE, the computer-based examination, is scheduled in 20th September and 24th October. Though this is not exact and they have still mentioned this to be tentative in the notification, you will read further, but it is somewhere between in this range. Okay, and of course this is the helpline number. So this is it. And now if you come to the vacancies, now for the MTS, the vacancies are still being collected. So they have not mentioned the collated vacancies, but they will put it. It is mentioned here that they will update it on the website soon. Going forward, they will do that. So you will keep checking this, on this website, ssc.gov.in, candidates corner, tentative vacancy. You will find the MTS updated vacancy in future. And as of now also, Havaldar and CBIC, CBN have 1075 vacancies. But there, obviously, we expect some changes here as well. The breakdown of these vacancies is given in the end of this document. Okay, so I'll show that to you briefly as well. Cool. Now, we are all aware about these things, so let's not get into that. These are your disability benchmarks, so we'll have to, you can go through these as well. Functional requirements, disability. Now, eligibility, of course, these things are pretty clear. There should not be a problem here. Now, age limit, the critical crucial date is 1st August 2025. So, crucial date has changed this year, and a lot of students are facing a lot of discrepancies because of the same. If you are 25 years of age for your non-technical positions, 25 years of age is maximum. So you should be 25 on or before on or after 1st August 2025, not before it. If you're turning 25 before it, then it's gone. Okay. And similarly, age limit is up to 27 years, 18 to 27 years for Havaldar posts. So be careful about that. So this is what it is, 18 to 25 for MTS. And so the dates are also given here. You can verify from this. Even a single day or a few days out of this range will not be selected. Be careful about that, guys. Right? These are relaxations for category-wise age relaxation. So accordingly, that will be taken care of. We are well aware about these things. Okay. This mentions that the DOB filled in your matriculation secondary examination will be considered as final. And this time, during the registration, a live photograph feature has been, introduced. I think a lot of you have already gone through that. So what needs to be done is, when you're actually filling the application, I'll show that to you also. You need to remove your specs. You need to remove any hat, anything you're wearing. No headgear, nothing has to be there. It has to be on a plain background, not necessarily white. It can be any background, but it has to be plain. And you need to be, visible clearly in clear light, and that live photo will be captured on the application itself. If that photograph is not correct, then the forms may be rejected unless you have registered or you have applied through Aadhaar OTP verification. Because if you do that, then from your Aadhaar biometric data only your photograph and other details can be captured. So that is that. So we need to take care of that as well. Age relaxation for ex-servicemen, etc. is given here. Certificate, formatting of certificates, everything is mentioned in the document, or whatever certificates are crucial to you and whatever formats you need them in. Everything is mentioned here. Go through this. Scribe, in case if anybody requires, the timings are different for scribe. We'll come to the more important aspects of the notification, which actually change each time. Rest of them are usually the same only. The candidates need to have cleared the matriculation examination or equivalent on or before the cutoff date, that is 1st August 2025. You should have already cleared it, and you should have a passing certificate that we are done. We are already clear. Only then are you eligible, otherwise not. Right? So before DV it should be there, but not before DV here. In this case, they have given you before the crucial date. So before crucial date, you have to be passed in the matriculation examination if you are sitting for this exam. This all we already know. Just go through it once. They have also mentioned this time how to apply in detail. So this is what I was talking to you about. So this time you don't need to have a pre-existing photograph. This time the application module is designed in a way where live photograph will be captured. So what are the things which you need to be careful about? Everything is mentioned here. Okay. And you should not be wearing a cap, mask, glasses, spectacles, earphones, headphones, nothing. So even remove these glasses. Okay, if anybody is wearing them. Camera should be at eye level. I think this is pretty normal. But these forms will not be rejected on this criteria if you have registered through your Aadhaar. So be careful about that. Please do not capture photographs of pre-existing photographs. You have to have a live photo of yourself. Okay, if you are doing Aadhaar based authentication, then the forms will not be rejected on aforesaid grounds. Same happens with your signatures as well. Okay. Application fee I have already told you about. Everything is done and dusted here, nothing much. We have a window for application correction, but observe this. A uniform correction charge for 200 for the first correction and 500 for the subsequent correction. So there is a charge for correction in your application forms as well. So ensure that your application form has been correctly filled. These are all the centers which are mentioned. You can go through these details. These are more or less same across examinations. So nothing much there. We'll just look at what is changing. So this is the scheme of examinations. Let's go through this once. This is more important. So in the scheme of examinations, we'll be looking at, there will be 2 sessions, okay? And how is it different from your other SSC examinations? So first session is quant and reasoning. Now I'll briefly, we'll go through the syllabus in a separate session. So I'll give you in detail whatever the syllabus is and how it is different from other SSC examinations. So this is quantitative aptitude, reasoning ability, 20 questions in each section. So 40 questions in session 1 for 45 minutes. The total test is of 90 minutes, but you cannot sit for the whole 90 minutes and attempt the paper randomly. It is divided into 2 sessions. Session 1 will be live for 45 minutes. And in the first 45 minutes, you will be able to attempt only your quantitative aptitude and reasoning ability. Once 45 minutes are over, this will get auto-submitted and automatically the next session will start. Okay. So that's the next session, general awareness and English language. So that is 25 questions each. So 50 questions here again to be attempted in 45 minutes. So you have a good window of time here, right? 40 questions in 45 minutes, doable. And 50 questions in 45 minutes, but from GK and English, again, very easily doable, not a problem. Also, there is no negative marking in session 1. So session 1 will not see any negative marking. Session 2 will have a negative marking of -1. So be careful about that. So you can definitely go through this, again, not an issue here. Also the languages, session 1 and session 2 part 1, this one, general awareness, they will be set in 13 different regional languages, including Hindi and other languages. So you can opt for those also while you're giving your exam. This one, English language, of course, is only in English, right? It's pretty clear. So these were the immediate points which you needed to know about. Everything is mentioned here. You can still go through this if you want. Normalization will be there. Tentative answer keys will be released after the examination, and 100 rupees per question. If you have any queries which you need to raise, 100 rupees per question will be raised. And syllabus I'll talk to you about the syllabus in detail. Then these are the physical efficiency test and physical standard test, PET, PSTs for Havaldar posts. Okay, so what are the standards which are required for walking, for running? Everything is mentioned here. So go through this also in good detail, right? Height, etc. Everything is very strict as far as the criteria is concerned. There are some relaxations. You will go through who those people who are eligible for exemptions can go through this in detail and also need to apply for the same. So how that will happen, you will also have to look through that. So that's pretty much about it, right? About the notification. We will talk about the syllabus in detail in another session. I'll be seeing you guys at 7:30, maybe 9-10 minutes from now, and I'll describe it to you in detail that what is the syllabus and how it is different from other examinations. So that's all from my side today, guys. I'm wrapping up the session here. You can go through this in detail if you want to know about MTS examination, SSC MTS, and what all important criteria which you need to keep in mind, which are usually different in different examinations. Otherwise, more or less the notification document is absolutely the same. All your other things, you can see them here. The formats of the forms, etc. will be visible in the end. So you can go through that. These are unfair means actually, whatever unfair means are listed. Can't see the scroller here, otherwise I would have just brought it down. So these are the list, these are all the certificates, the formats which are required. Okay, you can get them from here, and they have also given a sample form fill up this time. They give it each time, but this time they have given it like this, so you can go through them and get your OTR, one-time registration on Aadhaar, etc. Everything can be done. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this live, guys. I'll end this session here, and I'll see you guys in the next session, probably in the next 8 minutes at 7:30, where I'll discuss about the syllabus in detail and how it is different from other SSC examinations. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.